Does that make sense? Super spicy change, but not really. Following my heart is what I'm trying to say. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, hi, I'm Celine, I'm a digital artist, and I also have a small business where I create stationery and other bookish products. So I'm playing catch up with my monthly vlogs and monthly by now, but I wish in the future that if I create a more consistent vlog schedule, because I feel like I have quite a backlog of videos, but the vlogs I want to try in the future to create those bi-weekly. Let's see how it goes. But first, catch-up footage. But life wasn't boring at all in May. In this video I'll show you the start of the rebranding of Celine's art studio, and also a very fun and cool opportunity to sell my wares in a shop. So lean back, grab a cozy drink or snack, favorite hobby, and enjoy the ride in this video. Hi, it's the 29th of April. My Goldfoil bookmarks arrived and okay, so they looked good, and it was a bit my fault too, but I didn't know that my printer guy didn't check the file if everything was lined up correctly. So here is the bookmark. You know, everything looks really pretty and really good. If you look at the gold foiling, everything is really detailed and I love it, but then the back side, everything is printed so wrong. It's mirrored wrong, and the top part is at the bottom, so all due to my fault. Luckily they were nice enough to give me a little discount on next order, because this is just wasted money and I can only use this as a decoration for my booth maybe. So that's cool, but yeah, you know, I got 50 of these useless ones, so better luck next time, but they'll be a bit larger in the next print, so I'll show you then. And good news, I'm working on the sun bookmark, or a sun theme bookmark, and the colors will be warm to give you an impression. So this part will be probably gold foil, these parts too, and there will be stars again, like in a previous drawing. So yay! Good morning! As an attempt to prep for the shop update, I'm going to create draft listings today. Not that interesting, basically creating an outline for the listing that I'll have to add for my update. So that'll be a handful of products, doing some GSPR because I need to do that, because when I have that in stone I can sell in shops, so that will be really cool. We can start up production again. Just a boring admin day. I'll try to check in and show you what I've been up to. Hi, a few days ago or yesterday, I think yesterday, time flies, I created these washi tape sketches there. Today we're going to refine them, draw them more out, and I'll show you how I set up my washi tape files. These were created yesterday, and maybe I'll show you a time lapse here and there, maybe somewhere in the vlog of this process. But for now, the file. So I planned for this file, for this tape, to be 2 centimeters wide, and since it will be a very small surface actually, I doubled or created the file 2.5 times bigger, so I have enough work surface to work with. Each manufacturer can have a different bleed guideline, which means that this area is the safe area to work in, and outside these guides it's possible that it can be cut off, so you shouldn't put any important elements in there. And for each manufacturer it can be different size. For mine it's 1 millimeter, so 1 millimeter bottom and the top, so the whole tape should be 22 millimeters times 2.5, and then later I'll downsize it. The loop length is in my case around 18.7, if I say that correctly, centimeters, or it can be about double, but I'm choosing for the shorter because it will loop a lot. So I currently took to the side paste it in here, and I have to enlarge it. Yeah, make sure everything is pasted in and placed correctly, that the space is placed evenly. Hello, it's time, the moment I've been kind of waiting for, to have the time to do it, and that is rebranding or revamping my little business, because it's been a year since I started out, and back then I didn't really know what kind of direction I wanted to go into. Flash forward a year later, right now I kind of got feeling where I want to go into. So this is our current branding here, and I put it on my screen next to me, which I'll show you too in a bit, because I feel like I've outgrown what I currently have as my branding, as my image online, if you will, and I feel like we're ready to mature to really have a direction, a vision for how I want Celine's art studio to look like. So I'll show you the process in this video here and there, how this is going to shape up, and fingers crossed I get it done before June, because in June I have a couple of markets lined up and I really want to attend that, so we'll see. What you can see here is my current branding. So colors that I currently have. Basically, my current branding summarized: words, whimsical, fancy, magical, bright, slightly cute. And my logos that I currently use, so ignore the fact that this one is a bit too pixelated. Today's art studio. My banner with a really awful spelling mistake. I wrote stationery with an A instead of an E. Yeah, that's on me. One of my favorite pictures of myself in my booth. Voila! This was at Brussels Comic Con, Belgium. It's an event that didn't go really well. I hope this will kind of give you an overview of what my branding currently looks like. Very simplified, short, to the point. Well, and I wrote here a few points that I want to improve upon. So it's storytelling, colors, and the imagery and visuals. But to be honest, it all comes down to the story of your brand. What do you want people to experience, to talk about, to feel, to look, to hear, to everything. And when you get a story down, you can colors, objects, and whatsoever to go with that story to tell it. So it's really important. And back then, I didn't really know what kind of story I had. It was just whimsical art, I suppose, fantasy themed. But now I have more concrete ideas in mind. Hi, it's a different day now. It's the 8th. And I took some time this morning to look up images, create mood boards, write down my thoughts, and I will show you this. The rest will be a bit more secretive, behind the scenes, it's my own stuff. But to give you an idea, this will be the color palette. I'll put an image right here as well. And I really want to marry the celestial aesthetic with the vintage aesthetic, so that's why I have quite a diverse color palette. And when I create social media visuals, I want to try to really stick to this color palette and see how that will shape up, because it adds more cohesion if you have something to reference, to refer to. And yeah, these images do give you a kind of vibe how I want to shape up things. For some keywords that I wrote down in my previous prompt, so the storytelling, the mood and such, I created little mood boards for those and have written my thoughts about them. And yeah, I think it's slowly shaping up to be more me, more how I want things to look like with Celine's art studio 2.0. Yeah. I'll let it rest for a bit because I've looked at a lot of images and let my brain be overwhelmed with my own thoughts. So let it rest. We might change things later in this document. And now I'm going going to work on the Yijun character design. So we have Jianxing, she's there, the lady in blue in the back, there. I'll put an image of a print here. So about the whole concept, that I can tell you, which is important because I'm revolving Celine's art studio around this concept for now. Who knows how it'll change in the future. But we have this big magical sky castle, really enormous, mystical, mysterious and magical. We have our beautiful governess of all the universes, Chen. I might change her name for this universe, who knows. And she governs over everything in the whole universes of all things. And she also has a companion, Yijun. And Yijun and Jinxing are actually characters of a webcomic I someday want to create. Who knows when they will come, but for now I am going to just draw them in different universes and make them fit my own little stories. And he doesn't have a character design yet. I can show you a painting of him here, but that doesn't really fit our narrative for Celine's art studio right now. He has to be different. Yeah, we're going to explore that. Good afternoon, I keep forgetting, it's the 13th of May and I'm chatting with you because I've got cool updates. First little update, I got a game Spirit City, which is a cute little fantasy like working buddy. You can customize your character and stuff. It's really fun, and you can also set a timer, a to-do list and all that good stuff. So it's a productivity game, if you will. I'm not sponsored, just saying that I really like it so far. Besides that, I finally got contacted by the Zilveren Vos, which is basically a permanent artist alley, if you will. It's a store located in the beautiful city of Den Bosch, where I was born. It's a fancy store that sells artisan goodies. So artists like me have a little spot in the store, which can be a whole shelf, half a shelf, or anything else really that takes up space, and where you pay a monthly fee and also service costs and that stuff to store and showcase your products for people to buy. And I had to wait a long time because it's a new thing and really hot and happening, which I'm really happy about for the owners and for all artists. But I finally am able to snatch spots because the owners just mailed me that there's a little wooden box, a wooden crate, which has the dimensions of I think 50 centimeters in length, 40 in height or something, or 30 in depth. So it's like a little crate. If everything goes well, I can maybe visit them this Saturday. So that's really cool. And then I can pick a crate and then we can sketch how we want things to look like. So lots of exciting things. Really looking forward to that, so we can have another passive income stream because we really need that in order to make this happen. But it's a little step, but a step nonetheless, so I want to share it with you. So this is my little spirit character that I created, and this is the room that I created, and you can basically earn XP by doing these tasks, earning credits by just being active and working, and you can gather these little spirits, little cute Pokemon, and really cool and customizable. In my off time or off camera, I've been messing around with my logo because I wanted a pictorial mark to simplify and make it more recognizable. I think I should show you actually the logo. Okay, so to be honest, nothing much has changed in terms of the design really, because the first design is Celine's art studio, my name, in lilac and purplish. I wrote it down to note. It's recognizable and interesting to look at, I think. Yeah, here my cons are it's just a bit too girly for me because I don't know, my work is somewhere in the sweet spot where it can be dark but also flowery if I feel like. And I feel like this current logo just reflects too much of that floweriness, whereas I am more than that. Not that having only floweriness is bad, but it's just not me. So, wow, super spicy change, but not really, it's just the colors. So it's it's this dark blue tone. I can show you. I'll probably put up a picture here of my mood board. But this color palette, well, that's what we will be rolling with. And I think right now, golds, off-white, whatever color you want to call it, cream, and dark navy blue, I think speak more to me and really embrace that ancient, magical feeling, as purple was too whimsical, like, yeah. And now I think the logo has been correctly adjusted. I think it's still subject to change, and with all my projects I do adjust the colors of my logo to make it fit, but to have a base logo to refer to, it will probably be this, and have this as a pictorial mark, this one, because I can't find any other way to simplify it and make it look okay. Like, I made some sketches here in Photoshop, or I mean this. I can't make other sketches in Photoshop, but I think this, the way it looks right now, is fine, and until I announce everything, it can still change, and even when I have announced it and I don't like it, I can still change it, so no biggie. I just need to make a decision. So I haven't been showing you this painting, but it's a painting I want to create for Mermaid, and she started out really different. I hope I can show you a preview image here. But I pushed her design and the philosophy behind it because I wanted to create a character with a slightly different, more curvy body than I usually draw, because I need to diversify the characters that I draw. So here she is, and yeah, I really like the colors and how the design comes together, and I was inspired by Aztec warriors because I've seen that they wear headdresses of animals or animals they've killed, and I was inspired also by these kelp forests because I think they're really cool. Those forests can really be detailed out somewhat more. I want to focus on this part and the mold backgrounds, and we'll see how it comes together. Hi, it's the 15th day, and as you can see here, I created a mock-up of my artist alley booth. I probably put up an image here so you can see everything fully. And basically I just wanted to embrace the magical castle idea and really push that through. So I had to measure out how many cubes for the height and the width of everything, and make sure that every display item that I have would fit and how that would fit. I think I'm quite happy with this. There is still some space that we can play with, like here in the front of the booth, maybe at the sides, because I have quite a lot of art prints put up. And I think maybe we can put up a garland here at the front of the booth. But I think overall it looks way better, and it also fits our logo. Hi, it's me again. It's the 19th today, Monday, which is usually a social media day for me. And the planning today was to create, besides social media, an overview what to buy for my artist alley booth, since you want to revamp that. So as you can see the sketch here that I showed you, I hope I showed you. And I made an overview of things to buy, and also I'm going to maybe say this multiple times because I'm not sure if I have told you this, but I think I did. But I got accepted to sell my wares at the Zilveren Vos in Den Bosch, and the Zilveren Vos is kind of permanent artist alley shop, if you will, where other artists and artisans can sell the wares that they create. And I got this little wooden crate that I can decorate, and I want to create a sketch of some display items and how I want to decorate the wooden box in my style. So we'll give that a kickstart today and finish it off tomorrow, I hope. And then we can also order the things we need. So exciting stuff. This is the image that I took of the crate. Morning, it's still early in the morning. It's almost 8. It's the 26th of May, which means in a week I'll start my new job. So, you know, very exciting. But the thing is, in June I also have 2 events, and with my new job I have to go to the office 4 times a week for 3 months to learn the ropes. AKA I will be super trained, so I am going to do some prep beforehand during my off time. These past few days I've been trying to relax, also do some documentation work, and that has been very nice. And now I'm slowly easing back into work, and today we're going to reorganize what our stock currently is and what we want to bring to the Zilveren Vos, the retail store I am going to sell my work in. So hey, light work, but also sticker cutting, so that's going to be interesting. Hi, this is currently my life. Sticker cutting, putting together my art prints and sleeves to sell at Zilveren Vos, and printing my sticker sheets. And I think I'm just going to listen to some horror podcasts in the background with my earbuds in, because then I can just chill somewhat during all of this. Hi, this is POV you quite see often right now, but I have to do lots of prep work for Zilveren Vos. I'm currently creating price tags. I'm going to let my silhouette and my plotter cut the price tag, so I only need to stick it, and I can stick it in between while my plotter is also cutting more sticker sheets, so it's a win-win situation. And I need to take account of what stock I have and what kind of price tags I am going to create. It's supposedly all cut. Look, so many prices. Hi, welcome to the outro. When I'm filming these outros, most of the time, lots of time has passed, and it's really fun to look back at the footage and see how much I've grown, I've changed, my hairstyle changes. And in this vlog I feel like I am trying out new things for Celine's art studio. Back then and now I'm not quite sure how to expand yet, how to grow. I feel like the core right now is that I want to expand on the kinds of products I want to offer to you and explore what I can come up with, as I feel like our collection of magical goodies isn't that big yet as I'd like to be, as well as with the rebranding, because I feel like when I started back in 2024, around March, I got the, how do you say that, the license to start a business. My view on things was way different than it is right now, and right now my view is still changing and forming, and it's still hard to put it into concrete words or put it into visuals. Right now I want to do things and make my business and shop look the way I want it to look like by combining things I really like and enjoy looking at. Does that make sense? Just following my heart is what I'm trying to say. And I guess May is a wrap. Okay, I gotta really hammer on those vlogs. I got lots of fun content for you upcoming, which I really look forward to showing, and that I'm able to show like different skills of mine or show more of the art skills of mine, because drawing digitally is like my main thing. So please look forward to that. And I hope you enjoyed our little journey in May. Next up, well, you'll see soon of what's next up. I think we have planned a Q1's reading journal video. So very stoked about that. Please take care. I hope you enjoyed this ride, and I hope to see you in the next videos. Bye bye.